You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries. As we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media, this is the show that connects the dots of confusion. Delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof of your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, of course, we are celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. What do we have to celebrate today, though? I mean, it is, it's not Monday, I guess, anymore. So maybe it feels like a Monday, maybe for some of us. Water a Flower Day. I don't know about that one. World Multiple Sclerosis Day. This one hits close to the heart. Yeah, my father-in-law battled multiple sclerosis for, 30 years that I knew him. Hole in My Bucket Day. Creativity Day. I don't know. I think, I'm looking at the celebrations of the day, and it doesn't make sense to me. National Mint Julep Day. Isn't that like for the Kentucky Derby? And isn't that the first Saturday of May every year? So why would we be celebrating Mint Julep Day at the end of May? I don't know. Maybe these people that's come up with what we're going to celebrate every day, maybe that we need to get them a handbook on what's going on in the world. Just throw that out there for you. Speaking about what's going on in the world, let's take a look and see what's going on in the markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average now down 110 points. S&P 500 up 3.78. The NASDAQ is up 66. Oil, whoa, down $3.18 a barrel. That's an interesting one right there. And let's see if we can find out what's going on with the next trillion-dollar company. Did you watch that one this morning? NVIDIA, they crossed over that threshold of being a trillion-dollar company this morning. I think they've come back a little bit from where they were earlier in the session. But trillion-dollar, why? It's all on the back of AI. Yeah, it's amazing what's going on with this artificial intelligence. Better than some who have no intelligence, but the artificial intelligence is what's driving a lot of this market right now. So anytime you have anything to do with artificial intelligence, it's moving things along. Over the weekend, we did see that there was a debt ceiling deal. But is it going to get anywhere? Well, you got just my opinion. I'm not a big fan. I got guys like Chip Roy who think they're going to get everything they want. He's on the far right. You've got some on the far left who think they're going to get everything they want. And the bottom line is, if you want to get anything done, you got to get some people out there in Washington who can compromise over something. Maybe someone can tell that to Chip Roy. I'm just not a fan of his and some of these others that are idealists, I think is the word I would look for. They think that, theoretically, they're right? Theoretically, we've got a budget that, or a spending problem in Washington. But is blowing up the whole system the answer? Is that the solution? I don't think so. And you get some of these guys out there that kind of think that they're going to go for all or nothing. Well, I wonder what that nothing is going to get them. I wonder what that nothing is going to get the rest of us, the rest of the world. Just throw that out there for you if you're a fan of Chip Roy. Hey, there's a lot of things to be a fan of, right? Well, I did that. Maybe I should look, being that oil's down $3.15 a barrel. Is that helping us with our gas prices?
You know better than that.
California, $4.86 a gallon. $4.86. Josh, you came out here just to get gas, right, over the weekend? The kind of craziness. $4.28 there in Nevada. Arizona, $4.52. Brittany's at $3.47. Lori's at $3.13 still. I wonder, do they charge $4.86 a gallon on Autopia? You're at Disneyland, right? My wife was at Disneyland on Saturday, and my son was there Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think it was Monday too. Holy cow! But working and playing both. So I don't wonder if they charge gasoline prices on Autopia. When I was a kid, they don't have this anymore. But when I was a kid, you used to get into Disneyland for free. I think it costs a little bit more than that right now. And every ride you went on was assigned a ticket letter. So if you wanted to go, I think it was on the Matterhorn, I think it was around Pirates of the Caribbean. Is that still around, Pirates of the Caribbean? So Pirates of the Caribbean was an e-ticket. Now it's probably like a Z ticket because it was back then it was a roller coaster. Now it's just like a little ride. But, Autopia probably went from a C ticket to an E ticket just because of gas prices. And I don't know, maybe Autopia is now, maybe it's electric cars. I don't know. No, it's not. So you get onto Autopia and you still get the fumes in your face and the whole bit. Okay. You got to love it. But, we'll just keep on. I'm old, so I still like Autopia. I go all the way back then. I don't know if do the young people like Autopia at all, Josh? Do they? Okay. So I've got about another year or two, I guess, until my grandson's probably ready for Autopia. Small World. Last time I was there, you couldn't even get on it. The line was so long. I don't know. Splash Mountain, I think they closed that over the weekend. That's done, isn't it? Yeah, gone now. Oh, boy. What's going to be maybe they'll have a Bud Light ride. I just throw that out there. I guess being that we're on ABC News and Talk, I better be careful of that. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, got a lot to talk to you about today. Benefits of selling now, according to experts. Today's real estate market, the unicorns have galloped off. Unravel the mystery of credit score drops. Your VA home loan, the importance of the certificate of eligibility. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes. I don't even know where we're heading today, Josh. Just we're gonna go to break. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis, rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you own a luxury home or planning to purchase one? If so, your home may be your largest asset, but your mortgage may also be your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team is offering amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates in the 3%, and 15-year rates in the 2s. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com or call me directly. My number is 800-306-1990, licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
March Madness might be over, but the game is still on for home buyers. Don't let misrepresentation of home appreciation outlook get you down. The FHFA says that despite the Fed doubling interest rates, home prices are just down less than 1% from their peak last June. What are you waiting for? It's time to shoot your shot and start your home buying journey with rsrmoney.com. They will guide you through every step, making the process as smooth as a three-pointer. Visit rsrmoney.com now and make your dream home a reality.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. 1990, the Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And every day at this time, OBMMI, they provide the most comprehensive, accurate, and timely and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates, with consumers across 42% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. What did the loans do on Friday? Yeah, we've got to go back to Friday for these. And it was a short day, but looks like almost all of them were up. One was down. It looks like 30-year conforming loans, 6.85. 30-year jumbo, 6.71. FHA, 6.711. USDA, 6.86. All of those up a little bit. 30-year VA loans, that was down a little bit, 6.532. And let's take a look and see what's driving all of this, or what's happening today now in the markets, because a lot going on in the markets right now. It's been an active session already, and it's fairly early in the day, but let's see if my computer will wake up. I might even be able to tell you what's going on, because the mortgage-backed securities, the last I looked, they were behaving very nicely this morning. So, well, we might have to go to a different screen because that screen doesn't want to seem to populate for me. So let's take a look and see. S&P 500 is flat right now. It's at 0.24 on the upside. The 10-year Treasury. I wonder why my screen's not playing nice. 10-year Treasury is down 9 basis points, 3.713. And the last time I looked, being that I can't get it to pop up right now, the last time I looked, the mortgage-backed securities, they're up 30, still populating, 41 basis points, which means interest rates are coming down. Why is that happening? Well, you know the answer to that because I started telling you in the last segment. It has to do with a little bit more certainty, just a little, about the debt ceiling crisis and the government defaulting on debt. President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy reached a debt deal in principle, but it still has to pass through the House and the Senate. There's some spending caps in place, amongst other things. The deal would push the debt ceiling issue, as they do in Washington all the time. They'd push it down the road until January of 2025. Because there is additional spending, the Treasury will have to issue over $700 billion of new bonds, new paper. A lot of that'll be 2-year Treasuries. Well, it's a good thing it's not on the long end like 10 years. It will still suck some liquidity out of the market. So far, the bond market has been reacting well to the news, as the U.S. is now likely out of the woods on a default fears. But we'll still have to see how the markets react when the additional supply comes to the market. The Case-Shiller Home Price Index is the gold standard for appreciation, showed that home prices rose 0.4% in March after rising 0.2% in February, clearly showing we are past the inflection point and home prices are on the rise again. Year over year, home prices are up 0.6%. From the peak in June 2022, home prices have now only come down 2.3%, a far cry from a housing bubble, and things are clearly already turning around. Important to note that in the coming months, year-over-year appreciation will eventually turn negative because of comparisons to the absolute peak, which the media will have a field day with. But remember, we saw 6% appreciation last year, and will likely see somewhere between 5 and 6% appreciation for the full year of 2023. FHFA House Price Index. This measures home price appreciation on single-family homes with conforming loan amounts. Different than Case-Shiller, it does not include cash buyers or have jumbo loans. The FHFA reported that prices rose 0.6% in March after rising 0.7% in February, 0.1% in January. Home prices are now 0.73% higher than they were at the previous peak in June of 2022. So they're above where they were at the very peak. So again, don't look like a bubble to me. Based on this, you can interpolate that the decline in Case-Shiller is coming from higher priced homes where there is less demand. Additionally, there are cash discounts being offered where buyers paying in cash are able to command a lower price, while Case-Shiller is also lower. Now, I will share with you that I've got some investors in the Newport Beach area that have been trying to buy properties. Not only are they having to pay cash, they're not even getting counters if it's not cash, but they're not getting any discounts either. So just throw that out there for you. It's not like the properties are being given away. But I will share with you, I should say that's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. I did notice, I was doing some research over the weekend. Yes, I have no life. So I was doing some research over the weekend to see what's going on some properties that are, you might look at them and think that there's no distressed properties out there. You might think that there are no defaults, no foreclosures, but there are some. There are still a few of those that are out there. And I'm going to share with you that if you are in that arena, if you're in the area where you've got some problems on your property, there are options outside of putting your head in the sand. I'm looking right now. Riverside has 151 pre-foreclosures right now. These would be either notice of defaults or notice of trustee sales. 151 of them right now off of this is one search that I did real quick here while I'm on air. Those are issues that people can deal with. And I want to just put it out there for you. If that is where you're sitting, if you're having troubles, I've got all kinds of investors that are looking to work out deals. So you don't have to have that foreclosure go on your record. They'll buy your property from you cash and take that over, see what they can do, if they can help you out. Now, do they always have a solution? No. Is there ever anything that's always? I'm going to say no, there's probably not. But I will share with you that in many, I'm sorry, that was Riverside City, not Riverside County. So I should look at Riverside County to give you a more accurate number here. So let's see if we can get that number to populate here for us. The county of Riverside has, and it's searching right now while I speak. But I do want to go back and say 1,486 pre-foreclosure. So I want to go back and I do want to get that commentary, and I want to chat with you about this, about the fact that you can go and talk to people. There are opportunities out there for people who need some help, and you don't want to have the foreclosure show on your record. I'm going to just tell you that there's ways of dealing with this, and one of them is not hiding. One of them is not putting your head in the sand. Talk. Like I say, I've got investors who are always out there looking for what opportunities there might be. If you want to chat about it, maybe you just want to walk away from the property and not have all the headaches of it, but you don't want the foreclosure to show on your record. That is a possibility. I don't know whether it's going to happen or not for you, but there's discussions, opportunities out there. So give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, if you have that thought process. There are also those folks out there that, the properties are not selling at what you think it's worth. Some of these investors that we talk to on a regular basis, I've been doing this show since 2010, so we have a pretty good sized database. Some of these investors are saying, something? Terms are more important than price. What would that mean? Well, if they can get the terms that they want, maybe they'll give you the price that you want. I know there's a property, and I'll just use this one as an example. There's one that I looked at just recently, they called us, and the property's been on the market for an extended period of time. What does that mean? Well, in the neighborhood that it's in, anything that's priced properly sells the first weekend it's on the market. But this one's been on the market for 65 days, I think it is. Well, if it's been on the market 65 days, what does that tell you? Well, there's something wrong with this property. Is it the price? I don't know. Is it the marketing? I don't know. Is it the location? I don't know. All I do know is that when a property is on the market for an extended period of time in this environment, it's telling us that it's either not being priced properly, not being marketed properly. There's something going on. So generally, it's telling us that it's just priced too high for what the market believes it's worth. Now, I can tell you this. I've never come across a homeowner that says, well, I priced it wrong. That's what the problem is. No, they don't say that. It's the agent, and I just looked up. I had it wrong. It's on the market. It's been on the market 73 days.
It is what it is.
So the market is saying that whatever this homeowner wants for the property, it's not priced properly. Okay, but what if they can get if investors can get the terms that they want on the property? Maybe they'll pay more than what the market says it's worth if the terms are right. Now, that's a whole nother discussion that Josh is not going to let me go into right now because we're running out of time. But if you want to know more about something along those lines, give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. I'd be happy to go over that with you, how it works. And then if it makes sense, we can put you in touch with some of the investors that are doing these things. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, today's real estate, the unicorns have galloped off. Oh, what's that mean? Unravel the mystery of credit score drops, the importance of the certificate of eligibility in that VA home loan, and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you could retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit RSRNoDebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit RSRNoDebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. RSRNoDebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. RSRNoDebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to RSRNoDebt.com. RSRNoDebt.com.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@RonSiegelRadio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is, you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit RonSiegelRadio.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local...
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Today's real estate market, the unicorns that have galloped off. Comparing real estate metrics from one year to another can be challenging in a normal housing market. That's due to possible variability in the market, making the comparison less meaningful or accurate. Unpredictable events can have a significant impact on the circumstances and outcomes being compared. Comparing this year's numbers to the 2 unicorn years we just experienced is almost worthless. By unicorn, this is the less common definition of the word, something that is greatly desired but difficult or impossible to find, unquote. The pandemic profoundly changed real estate over the last few years. The demand for a home of our own skyrocketed, and people needed a home office and big backyard. Waves of first-time and second home buyers entered the market. Already low mortgage rates were driven to historic lows. The forbearance plan all but eliminated foreclosures. Home values reached appreciation levels never seen before. It was a market that forever had been greatly desired, but difficult or impossible to find. A unicorn year. Now things are getting back to normal. The unicorns have galloped off. Comparing today's market to those years makes no sense. Here are 3 examples. Buyer demand is the first one. If you look at the headlines, you'd think there aren't any buyers out there. We still sell over 10,000 houses a day in the United States. Of course, buyer demand is down from the 2 unicorn years, but according to Showing Time, if we compare it to normal years, 2017 to 2019, we can see that buyer activity is still strong. And let's take a look at that if you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed. Showing traffic is above the unicorn years. Showing index for March over the last 7 years. Well, yeah, the unicorn years was way higher, but 2023 for the month of March, it was above 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017 by at least, well, it looks like over 2020 was like 50% higher, 100% higher, doubled. So it was significantly higher. Home prices. Can't compare today's home price increases to the last couple of years, according to Freddie Mac. 2020 and 2021 each had historic appreciation numbers. We've got a graph for that one also, showing the normal years, 2017 to 2019. Percent of annual home appreciation returning to more normal pre-unicorn years. So according to Freddie Mac, 2020 property value is up 11%. 2021 up 18%. But right now for 2022, up 5%. Well, how does that compare to 2019? 4%. 2018, 5%. So it was the same. 2017, 7%. A little off, but still very similar. We can see that we're returning to more normal home value increases. There were several months of minimal depreciation in the second half of 2022. However, according to Fannie Mae, the market has returned to more normal appreciation in the first quarter of the current year. Let's take a look at foreclosures. There have already been some startling headlines about the percentage increases in foreclosure filings. Of course, the percentages are going to be up. There are increases over historically low foreclosure rates. We've got a graph with information from Adam, a property data provider. 1 million fewer foreclosures during the unicorn years. Well, of course there was. There was a moratorium on foreclosures. So let's take a look. 2022, there was 324,000. But go back to 2019, there was 493,000. 2018, 624,000. 2017, 676,000. So we're about a little under half of where we were in 2017. There will be an increase over the numbers of the last 3 years now that the moratorium on foreclosures has ended. There are homeowners who lose their home to foreclosure every year, and it's heartbreaking for those families. But if we put the current numbers into perspective, we realize that we're actually going back to the normal filings from 2017 to 2019, And as I mentioned, if you've got that notice of default, you don't have to go through the foreclosure. Give us a call. Investors are available to help you out of the problem. Bottom line, there will be very unsettling headlines around the housing market this year. Most will come from inappropriate comparisons to the unicorn years. Give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Let's solve the problem. That's what we do on Ron Siegel Radio. Let's solve that problem for you. Again, real-time real estate brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Hey, again, on RSR Money, you can monitor your credit, bank accounts, asset accounts, your budget. You can see properties that are available around the country for sale and valuations on many, many properties around the country. RSR Money, free to you from your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. And let's do a Borrow Smart segment. Get a little bit of a VA education for you, maybe a VA workshop brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Did you know that one small document holds the key to unlocking the benefits of your VA home loan? It's your certificate of eligibility that can be a real game changer in your journey towards home ownership. So why is your certificate of eligibility so crucial for the VA home loan? We're going to dive into 5 significant reasons right now. Firstly, your certificate of eligibility, often referred to as COE, verifies your eligibility for the VA home loan program. It's the VA's official way of saying, yes, you've served your country, and now we're here to serve you. Secondly, your certificate of eligibility streamlines the loan process. With it, lenders can easily confirm your loan entitlement, speeding up the process and making your home buying journey smoother. Thirdly, your certificate of eligibility can help determine your loan amount. By confirming your entitlement, lenders can calculate how much you're eligible to borrow, setting clear expectations from the get-go. Remember, there were changes that were brought to the limits. So, there may be no limit to what you can borrow other than what the lenders will allow. Sometimes the lenders will say, okay, we're going to only go up to X amount. So got to check with various lenders. Don't ever listen. If you don't get the answer you want from the first lender, ask if that's an overlay or if that is a VA guideline. Just a question for you. Fourth reason, your certificate of eligibility opens up potential for no down payment. The VA home loan is known for its 0% down feature, but this perk is tied directly to your certificate of eligibility. Some people even call that certificate of eligibility, COE, the golden ticket. If you have that and it says you're good to go, you are golden. Finally, fifth, with your certificate of eligibility and VA loan, no need for private mortgage insurance or PMI. This can save you hundreds, even thousands over the life of your loan. No PMI is a biggie right there on that certificate. So you can see your certificate of eligibility is not just a piece of paper. It's your passport, your golden ticket to a smooth and affordable homeownership journey. Remember, the process to acquire your certificate of eligibility is not complicated. Our team at Siegel Lending Team at Geneva Financial can help you get that and ready to help you, guide you through every step of the way. We've put together a whole series on the VA home loan. If you want that series, and it's all just short little videos just like this one, where we dive into one subject at a time. RJ at ronsiegelradio.com, RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. Throw that out there. Want to learn more? Visit ronsiegelradio.com. Make sure you get hooked into rsrmoney.com. And our team, we're committed to helping you turn your dreams of home ownership into a reality. That's the certificate of eligibility, your ticket to unlocking the benefits of a VA home loan. Don't leave it unclaimed. Start your journey today. And yes, remember, you can use it more than once. Now, if you're active, you might even be able to have more than one VA loan at the same time. But I am going to share with you that I've had some folks tell me that they don't want to get that, use their VA loan because they're waiting to get something, their forever home. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get your new home. It's going to cost you less money to get into a home of your own, one that you own, than it's going to cost you to get into a new lease. That is the Borrow Smart segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, the benefits of selling now, according to experts, and unraveling the mystery of credit score drops. All that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Do you own a luxury home or planning to purchase one? If so, your home may be your largest asset, but your mortgage may also be your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team is offering amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates in the 3%, and 15-year rates in the 2s. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com or call me directly. My number is 800-306-1990, licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you could retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com. March Madness might be over, but the game is still on for home buyers. Don't let misrepresentation of home appreciation outlook get you down. The FHFA says that despite the Fed doubling interest rates, home prices are just down less than 1% from their peak last June. What are you waiting for? It's time to shoot your shot and start your home buying journey with rsrmoney.com. They will guide you through every step, making the process as smooth as a three-pointer. Visit rsrmoney.com now and make your dream home a reality.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report and it's wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer has these solutions. I've been looking at credit reports for a long time. Never, ever have I seen one that's completely accurate. Credit Sanitizer and our friends over at Blue Water Credit do a great job of helping our listeners with their credit situation. So let's get started with this one. Unravel the mystery of credit score drops. Ever seen your credit score drop suddenly? It's like your GPS rerouting when you thought you were on the right road, right? Today we'll explore some reasons why this happens. Stay tuned on Ron Siegel Radio, where we navigate the financial world together. Imagine waking up one morning to see your credit score is dipped. Surprised? Don't be. Several factors might contribute to this, and we're going to break down a few of them. One reason could be late payments. Later missed payments can make your score stumble, as payment history plays a huge role in credit score calculations. Maxing out credit cards, that's a pitfall. Utilization ratio, or the amount of your credit limit you're using, can significantly impact your score. Too many hard inquiries? Lenders may think you're desperate for credit and could pose a risk. So be mindful when applying for new credit. Also, closing old credit accounts and opening new ones can also shift your score. It's all about maintaining a good balance. And let's not forget about public records, bankruptcy, tax liens, or court judgments can hit your credit score hard. But remember, not all drops are bad. Sometimes a small dip could be because of good debt, like a new mortgage. Now, it'll generally be for a short time period, but the good debt can help you over time because of the credit mix. That's one portion of your credit score is the mix. And people don't always look at that because they look at things that they know. What is the number one question we get from people having questions about their credit is they don't want to run their credit because that's going to hurt their score. Well, on the mortgage side, running credit accounts for 10% of your score. It's one of the lowest things that affects your score. Credit utilization, 30%. Paying your bills on time, 35%. So think about that. Those two are 65% of your score, and you control them very, very easily. Having your credit checked. And yes, you can run your credit. Heck, you can go to annualcreditreport.com and run your credit right now because of still some of the COVID things through the end of this year. I believe the time is once a week. It does not give you your score, but it lets you look at your credit. Now, full disclosure, RSR Money, which we do provide to our listeners at no cost, is not a FICO credit score. It is a Vantage score. So you can look at that and get an idea of the trajectory of your score, but that doesn't give you a true FICO score. If you're needing a true FICO score, well, obviously we do it for free when you're applying for a loan. Very, very simple. Our team also can do them if it's a good for cause. We can do a soft pull to see if you are in the game for a credit report. So for a loan. So that's a soft pull. You may have to get on a plan. Now, you can also challenge errors on your credit report. I would caution you to make sure you do it the right way. The bureaus put an easy button right there that says dispute. And I'm going to tell you that's not the right way. Because basically they're giving you a very, very short space to tell them why you're challenging what they have to say. And I'm going to tell you that, it's just the way it is. You're not going to be able, they're going to give you like 140 characters. It's kind of like challenging your credit on Twitter, right? That doesn't work that way. You can't challenge your credit on Twitter. So you got to send a written letter in the proper format with the proper documentation. What is the proper documentation? Well, that's dealing with making sure that you've got your driver's license, social security card, and a utility bill that you can send with the documentation. Why do they want all that stuff? Well, they want to prove that it's you. And even once you prove that it's you, A lot of times, they're going to send you a form letter that says, I don't believe it's you. Why they do it? It's because they don't care. They make more money, my opinion. They make more money by having your credit scores low. Do you think that the credit card companies for the 800 FICO individual, they're buying that data? No, because that person can go anywhere. Now, there might be some A plus credit card companies that do buy it, but the vast majority of the credit card companies, they want the challenged or the lower FICO borrower because they can charge them more interest. They can be the ones up there at 25 and 30% interest because the FICO scores are low. So you want to make sure you're constantly working on that. That's why I tell you, creditsanitizer.com, creditsanitizer.com. Go there, register, have a free consultation with our friends over at Blue Water Credit. See what makes sense for you. Now, you may be wanting to consult with them and hire them, retain them, because they know what they're doing. They've got back doors to the credit bureaus, nothing illegal, but because of how many people they're helping, they've got ways of getting to the credit bureaus that the average individual does not. But they know when they look at your report, what items to challenge, what items not to challenge, what items you should pay, what items you should not pay. Should not pay? Right, because if you go and pay something that's old, that's having a very minimal effect on your score, by paying it, you are re-aging it. And now it's going to cause a bigger drop in your FICO score. So maybe the solution is paying that through your escrow. That way there's proof from the lender that it's paid, and it also takes care of not showing up too soon, because what will end up happening then is your score will drop a little bit once you pay it. But our friends over at Blue Water Credit know how to even negotiate to potentially have that that removed from your credit, or maybe even have it cost, negotiated for payment for less than the full balance. That's your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report, it is wrong. What are you doing about it? And let's see if we can fit in one more real-time real estate segment, brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Benefits of selling now, according to experts. If you're trying to decide if now's the time to sell your house, here's what you should know. First off, rsrhsg.com, rsrhsg.com. Get the copy of the Home Seller's Guide, updated every quarter. The limited number of homes available right now gives you a big advantage. That's because there are more buyers out there than there are homes for sale. And with so few homes on the market, buyers will have fewer options. So you set yourself up to get the most eyes possible on your house. Here's what industry experts are saying about why selling now has its benefits. Lawrence Yoon, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, NAR, quote, inventory levels are still at historic lows. Consequently, multiple offers are returning on a good number of properties, unquote. Selma Happ, chief economist at CoreLogic, quote, we have not seen the traditional uptick in new listings from existing homeowners, so undersupply of housing will continue to heighten market competition and put pressure on prices in most regions. Some markets are already heating up considerably, but price premiums that we saw last spring and summer are unlikely, unquote. Claire Trapasso, executive news editor at Realtor.com, quote, well-priced move-in ready homes with curb appeal in desirable areas are still receiving multiple offers and selling for over the asking price in many parts of the country, unquote. Jeff Tucker, senior economist at Zillow, quote, sellers who price and market their home competitively should not have a problem finding a buyer, unquote. Bottom line, thinking about selling your house, give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Have experts you need to make the best possible move today. We want to make sure that you're getting the right information. That is the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Yeah, don't forget, get the Home Seller's Guide, rsrhsg.com. rsrhsg.com, rsrhsg.com. If you're thinking of selling, you want to have this. It doesn't cost you a thing. Knowledge is always a benefit. You always go to rsrmoney.com to find out the value of your property. You put your address in there. It's going to give you 4 different valuations. Those look backwards. Those are not forward looking. So you want to look at those. There's 3 good ones. We also give you Zillow because we know you're going to go over there and look. So rsrmoney.com. And as always, I ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean for engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of your guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.